Love is the most powerful emotion in existence, and also the most manipulated, misunderstood, and mythologized. Today, I'm exposing 10 of the darkest, most uncomfortable psychology facts about love that replicated scientific research has confirmed again and again, yet almost nobody wants to admit. These truths will permanently reshape how you interpret every relationship in your life. Not just romantic partners, but friends, family, and even the way you see yourself. Number 10. Love is literally addiction at the brain level. Brain imaging studies using fMRI show that romantic love lights up the exact same reward pathways activated by hard drugs like cocaine and opioids. Dopamine spikes, pain signals lower, judgment gets distorted, and your brain becomes chemically attached to a person the same way it can become attached to a substance. When the relationship ends, those regions crash. That's why breakups trigger symptoms identical to drug withdrawal, insomnia, obsessive thinking, shaking, cravings, and emotional crashes. You're not dramatic. Your brain is detoxing. Number 9. Most people fall in love with the fantasy, not the actual person. Projection research shows that in the early stages of love, we mentally fill in upward of 70% of a new partner's personality with traits we want them to have. We don't fall for who they really are. We fall for an internal creation shaped by our wounds, desires, and missing pieces. That's why the person you loved at the beginning often feels unrecognizable months later. The fantasy fades and the real human being finally appears. Number 8. Love temporarily lowers your intelligence. A 2023 Dutch study found that the chemical cocktail of early-stage love reduces analytical thinking, weakens skepticism, and increases blind trust. Activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational decision-making, decreases. This makes you more likely to overlook inconsistencies, ignore logical red flags, and make emotional decisions you would never make in a neutral state. Number 7. People stay in bad relationships because of the sunk cost fallacy. Psychology shows humans hate abandoning anything they've invested time, effort, or emotion into, even when it's harming them. You stay because you've already given so much. You stay because leaving feels like admitting failure. You stay because you want the story to pay off. But the truth is, the longer you've invested, the harder your brain fights to justify staying, even if the relationship stopped serving you years ago. Number 6. The darker your personality traits, the faster you fall in love. Dark triad research reveals that narcissists, Machiavellians, and psychopaths tend to experience intense infatuation rapidly. Why? Because they idealize partners as perfect sources of validation, attention, and emotional supply. Their version of love is built on fantasy, control, and ego, which makes it intense but dangerously unstable. Number 5. Love at first sight is real, but it's not love. Studies from the University of Groningen found that what people describe as love at first sight is almost entirely based on sexual attraction, novelty, and visual cues, not emotional depth or compatibility. It feels powerful, but it's basically your brain firing off a cocktail of hormones in response to physical appeal. Real love requires time, exposure, conflict, and consistency. Number 4. Most couples lie about how happy they are. A 2024 survey of 5,000 couples found that 68% exaggerate their relationship satisfaction when talking to friends, co-workers, or family. Social comparison and fear of judgment make people perform a version of happiness that doesn't match reality. The more a couple broadcasts perfection, the more likely they're struggling privately. Number 3. Love blinds you to red flags on purpose. Neuroscience shows the brain reduces activity in areas responsible for critical judgment and threat detection when you're romantically attached. This is an evolutionary mechanism designed to increase bonding and reproduction. In other words, nature wants you to pair up, even if the person is wrong for you or, in some cases, dangerous. Number 2, breakups hurt physically because love is a survival need. Rejection activates the same neural pathways involved in physical pain. Our ancestors depended on social connection for survival. Being abandoned or excluded literally meant death. That ancient programming still lives in your nervous system today. Heartbreak is not just emotional. Your brain interprets rejection as a threat to survival. Number 1, the darkest fact of all. Most people love conditionally, even when they swear it's unconditional. Long-term longitudinal studies show that love typically decreases when a partner loses traits such as status, attractiveness, resources, emotional availability, or social desirability. Most people don't love you for who you are. They love you for the needs you fulfill. True unconditional love is statistically one of the rarest psychological experiences humans ever have. These 10 truths aren't meant to destroy your faith in love. They're meant to free you from illusions. Understanding the psychology behind love doesn't make you cynical, it makes you wise. It protects you. It helps you choose better. And most importantly, it helps you stop giving your heart to people who haven't earned it. Which fact shocked you the most? Drop the number in the comments and subscribe for a new dark psychology secret every single day. I'll see you tomorrow.